My name is Justin Safford, and this is my applied assignment. My topic is look at special education through the parent's eyes. The reason is to better understand parents' point of view with a child with severe disabilities. My prior knowledge is I am a special education instructional assistant, and my research was through the ASU library. New learning. I learned that true inclusion for students with severe disabilities depend on strong communication, individualized support, and teachers who understand needs. I learned how much one-on-one support helps with equity and access. Inclusion only works when schools create environments where students with severe disabilities can participate meaningfully. Continued inquiry. My new question is how can schools better support nonverbal students? How I'll learn more is to continue my education and get my master's in intensive support. My question for my peers is what is one thing schools could do better for students who can't express their needs? Pre-work, applied assignment. My topic is to look at special education through the parent's eyes. The reason why is to better understand parents' point of view with a child with severe disabilities. The aspect of inclusion is the family's perspective. For the interview, I interviewed the parent of a student with severe disabilities. Why? Because I believe no one understands the struggle of inclusivity than a parent of someone with severe disabilities, to gain a better understanding from their point of view. My background knowledge is I am a special education instructional assistant to the child of the parent that I interviewed. The course materials are listed here, and for the first one from Grossman and Mag-Anna is the reading explains the family's role in supporting individuals with disabilities throughout their entire life. This directly connects with my student's mother. The reading gives a better understanding to the real struggle and challenges that comes with advocating for inclusion, navigating school/medicals, and receiving enough support. For my second resource was from Farrell and Cron. The name was Disability in Contemporary Families. The first resource name was Introduction to the Special Issue Family Supports of Persons with Disabilities Across the Life Course Journey of Family Social Work. And then the second one was Family Life Goes On, Disability in Contemporary Families. And the why, how for that was I wanted to use this article because it directly relates to my topic by explaining how disability affects everyday family life. The reading helps you understand emotional, social, and practical challenges families experience, which directly relates to what my student's mom shared during the interview. For my third resource was Enhancing Father Engagement in Interparental Teamwork in an Evidence-Based Parenting Intervention, a randomized controlled trial of outcomes and processes, behavior therapy. I chose this because it is directly correlated with my topic. The article focuses on how teamwork and communication within families improve support for children with disabilities, which connects to what my student's mother shared about working together at home and within the school. For my last resource, it was Parental Perspectives on Inclusion Education with Intellectual Disabilities in Greece. And the why how was I want to use this because it connects directly to my topic by showing how parents view inclusion and what they believe their children need in order to be successful and supported in our educational system. This relates to my topic by my student's mother sharing that she wants her daughter to be included, supported, and understood. Evidence. So the evidence here was the conversation between me and the student's mother, along with 10 questions that I asked. And these questions included what does a typical day look like for Ayana at home, and what parts of the day are the most challenging or rewarding for your family. She stated Ayana's typical day at home is watching her favorite shows, Dora, Elmo, Barney. She sometimes plays with her toys. Ayana just loves to watch her shows all day. As parents, the challenging and rewarding part for us is we make sure she's able to eat 3 meals a day since she cannot express when she is hungry or thirsty, and we also make sure she has proper hygiene. The challenging part is that she cannot communicate what she wants. My second question was, what communication methods work best for her at home? How has school supported or not supported these communication needs? She replied, communication is very challenging on our end. Since Ayana is nonverbal and cannot express how she feels and what she wants, as a parent of Ayana, I believe it is more of a gut feeling if she felt something not good. In school, she will be starting with a communication from a speech therapy. I am happy that her school is very supportive on what Ayana needs. Question number 3. Where do you feel Ayana is most included at school, and where do you feel inclusion is lacking? Which she replied, being part of the program for special need class and having IEP to express what Ayana needs to focus on. I felt Ayana is included in school. For my fourth question, I asked what qualities in teachers or staff make you feel Ayana is truly understood, respected, and included? Which she replied, the qualities I like with staff that Ayana is respected is welcoming Ayana in class, updating us parents if there is concerns or things that can improve her from day to day. Question number 5, which I asked, what are the biggest barriers you face when advocating for Ayana, whether it be in school, community settings, or with systems like healthcare? Since Ayana needs 100% assistance, it is a process for us parents to request a one-on-one aid for Ayana to join after-school activities like school dance. For community settings and healthcare, I did not see any barriers. The sixth question I asked was, what kind of social interactions or peer relationships do you wish Ayana had more access to at school? Which she replied, just being in school, I am happy that Ayana got to see the other kids for socialization, and she's with special needs kids that are verbal and enjoying school activities. For question 7, I said, outside of school, what does inclusion look like for Ayana in public spaces, activities, or community events? Which she replied, outside of school, Ayana is surrounded with friends and family. Ayana is one happy kid, had no problem going out to public. She has always been prioritized through activity, though activity-wise, she only have limited access due to her condition. My 8th question was, what is something you wish more people understood about parenting a child with support needs? Which she replied, having a special needs child is never easy. You have to defend them at all times, understanding their needs and wants. They are fragile. When they get sick, they are 10 times harder than a normal child since it is so hard for her to communicate. They will be our forever baby. Question number 9 that I asked was, what do you wish teachers and classmates understood better about Ayana's strengths, personality, and interest? Which she replied, I do not wish for anything else. I am happy Ayana is been loved, welcome in class with all the teachers, staff, and classmates. My 10th question was, when do you think about Ayana's future school, adulthood, independence? What are your biggest hopes and fears? Which she replies, hope that Ayana can express her feelings, that she can communicate what she wants, that she can feed herself, take showers, and be dependent, not asking for 100%, even just 50%, she would be happy. Her biggest fears is when her and her husband get old and pass away, that no one will take care of her like how they take care of her. And that is the evidence portion of the applied assignment. And now moving on to new learning, beginning with inclusion. From the interview, I learned that inclusion works well when teachers respect the student, welcome her every day, and communicating when there is a concern. The student is able to socialize with other kids even though she's nonverbal. She's in a foundational program with other kids with severe disabilities. I learned that school activities like dances are only possible when the school provides support like a one-on-one aid. Inclusion for students with severe disabilities really depends heavily on the adults around them, the teacher, the family, and the instructional assistants to help them participate meaningfully. New learning equity. Equity is about giving the student the support they need to be successful as they possibly can within the educational system. In this case, the student needs 100% assistance. The mother is super happy that she gets the support of a one-on-one aide that truly cares about her and gives individualized care for. New learning access. In order for her daughter to go to school, the district needs to provide her with a one-on-one aid, which they have done. What I never kept into consideration is the after-school activities that she has been missing out on due to the lack of support given by the district. I actually have made myself available for all dances in the future to better support her and make sure that she is able to be fully included beyond the classroom. Continued inquiry. Now I want to know the best teaching techniques for students that are 100% nonverbal and need 100% assistance. I would like to continue my education at ASU and go on to get my master's in intensive support. The question I have for my peers is, what is one thing schools could do better to support students that cannot express their needs verbally or with a communication device? Thank you very much.